I think every vote matters. I think civic engagement is important for everyone. Voting is so important, and having your voice heard at every age is so important, especially young people. Young people, get out there. I mean, I was always taught to believe that you have the power to change your situation. So when you vote, you have that power and you act on that power.
I think it's so important because it's our right as Americans, and so many people don't have this right. So it's our duty and our privilege to be able to vote.
It makes a lot of sense that people believe that their vote doesn't matter, but also I think at the end of the day people have to also recognize that being a citizen is a big privilege. Both my parents worked really hard for their citizenship, and the two main things that citizens are required of are paying taxes and voting. I think it's just a duty, and that at the end of the day we can change how your vote weighs. So yeah.
I heard that like in the past there have been the rating of votes have been very low, and only recently they've been going up because people are actually like making sure that everybody knows what are their rights when voting and where to vote, and like other information that maybe are not always provided in other countries.
If I don't think my singular vote matters, at least it's a cause that I'm willing to support and lend something that doesn't cost me anything but time to do. So my parents became citizens when I was about like 9 years old, and so I kind of learned about politics through my own means and kind of through my own understanding of the world, and so that's what like really led me to like voting. So I thought like I would always be like a voter and I would always like vote something. I think before we can do radical change and do the real community work, which is in like in mutual aid and supporting our communities the way we can, the least we can do is vote at the same time doing those other things.
行かなくても普通に生活できるというか、問題なく生活してるんで、今のところちょっと行く予定なかったんで。
ツイッターとかインスタグラムとかそういうのが学生の、スマホで見るものの中心なんで、そういうものでもっと選挙ありますよとか。
政治をあんま習う機会も少なくて、いまいち理解してない人も、私も含めてなんか結構難しく感じちゃったりとか。
自分らの未来を考えるっていう機会が、ちょっと危機感っていうか足りないっていうのと、また教えてくれる環境がないっていうのもあると思います。
シンプルに多分関心がないんだと思います。選挙に出てる人たちって僕たちが近い年齢ではないと思うので。
面白いものとかそういうのには食いつくけど、別に政治ってそこまで楽しいコンテンツかって言われたらコンテンツじゃないじゃないですか。ちょっとこう若者受けするなんてとっつきやすくするっていうのが一番いいと思います。だって情報こんだけ多い世の中で、普通に若い子は面白いものに興味持つのは当たり前だと思うんですよ。
前東京の都知事が東京のお金使っちゃったじゃないですか。そういうのがあると信頼とかなくなるじゃないですか。そういうのされると選んで失敗したと思いたくないですよね。
We need leaders who will solve problems like climate change and COVID, not deny them. Leaders who will fight against systemic racism and inequality. And that starts by voting for someone who understands how much is at stake. Someone who's building a team that shares our values. Silence is not an option, and we cannot sit this one out. We all have to vote like our lives and the world depend on it, because they do. The only way to be certain of the future is to make it ourselves. Please register, please vote.